All right, what up?
Hey,
We're back. We're here. It's a special episode. It's a watch along, a spooky watch along.
spooky watch.
I'm Max. This is Craig. Mike
Hey.
is also here. I promise. It's bare bones. It's bare, cluttering, shattering bones, spooky bones. A pile of bones. It's a bare bones episode.
It's spooky.
No soundboard.
Teeth chattering.
It's just the boys. Today we're watching Friday the 13th, as it is Friday the 13th, and since we're so on the ball, we wanted to have this episode out for you guys to watch along on Friday the 13th. So count it. It's out for sure on time. So enjoy it. We're gonna time this out here. The movie starts with the, I believe, Paramount logo. So we're going to start. We see the mountains. We see the stars. So just the Paramount logo shows up, and then it turns to blue. And we can all start it when it turns blue. All right. So if you guys have it geared up, we're watching I have that 8-pack that you can find at Walmart. I got it a few years ago. We're watching the uncut edition. There's a lot of, like, when you do these watch-alongs, I know, like, which one we're watching. I'm not sure how many of these. We're watching the first Friday the 13th, so I don't know how many versions of that there are, director's cut, etc. But we are watching some extended cut. So if I grab this box here and I look to see the runtime, I am going to see that it is 95 minutes. So if you find a 95-minute version, I'm sure that's it. All right, and we're gonna start this bad boy. So how about we count down 3, 2, 1, blue, and then that's when the mountains will turn blue and we can start this bad boy. Craig, you with me on that?
Sure, bud.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Wait, actually, should we say 3, 2, 1, boo?
Sure.
Let's do 3. I hope you guys didn't start it yet, because we didn't. Well, first of all, you shouldn't start it until we say the keyword.
Yeah.
And just because you hear B doesn't, and you didn't even hear B, so you really fucked up if you started. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, boo, and then we start with the blue mountains. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, boo. Okay, here we go.
And it's
We're doing it.
started.
All right, we were just talking right before the pod started about the concept of in movies. We've been watching a lot of movies recently. It's spooky season about, like, oops, I killed a guy. Infinity Pool. Any of these movies where a guy gets hit with a car by accident,
Yeah.
and just the cops are imminently going to find out. Somebody pukes. Somebody.
It's a prevalent plot in the Tales from the Crypt series.
It's an entire franchise. I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tales from the Crypt is what Craig was just talking about.
Camp Crystal Lake, 1958.
That's a timeline. The timelines in these movies jump around, so.
Could you imagine going to camp in the 50s?
Not in the 50s, dude.
I bet it was fucking.
I bet it was sick as fuck, honestly.
Well,
I bet
it
it
was
was
very
fucking
nice.
awesome. I bet it was, like, as bad as things get and as good as things get.
I agree.
I
agree. I
because
bet there
that's
was
kinda
some
what camp
horrible
was.
shit happening, like there is everywhere, but like the good stuff was really nice and
Yeah,
good.
because there's the stuff you don't get, like,
Which is exactly what this movie is.
Yes, thank you, Craig. That's why we're doing this. We're
yes.
taking a very academic look at
It's
these.
like, oh, so many kids had fun at this camp, but one died horribly.
And that, yeah.
Until, obviously, they all die.
To be fair, from what I recall from these movies, he looked like shit. So he had not had it coming. I don't want to say he was asking for it or whatever, but
Talking about Jason?
yeah, Frog Boy.
Oh, he's a freak.
He's a freak, and he needed to be taken down a peg. And look, coming from a guy whose parents were on staff at the camp that he went to,
Yeah.
I know what it's like to, be teased and.
All I'm saying is if you were deformed and looking like a little kid sloth from the Goonies
Yeah.
back in the 50s, dude,
Yeah.
you had no chance.
Right.
No matter how good these people singing Kumbaya are, they're all going to be like, what a fucking freak, get him.
The whole thing about bullying kind of is like, why don't you fucking be a man and do something, or like you're a weak, and then like they do something. That's the whole, the feckless meek inherit this earth through violence, Jason, school shooters,
Yeah.
all these nerds who get picked on and then take up arms.
And then you sometimes get horny and you have to leave the party.
Sure. What are we talking about?
I'm talking about these two
Oh,
campers
these two.
that are about
Okay.
to
I
fall.
thought I was on something else. Okay.
Sorry.
I started thinking about that party masturbator story you told on the pod. But this is look, we're kind of breaking off from canon of the pod, Not that everything we say on the pod isn't true, because it all is. but like this is a kind of a different sandbox we get to play in. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We could have a lot of fun here. This could be like kind of our like Rogue One universe or our Mandalorian or our Boba Fett.
Yeah,
You know?
I still am eating pizza.
You know how like in Boba Fett they made him like really fat?
Oh, I hated that.
So it can be like that. In this, how about in this one? I'm like super thin.
I like that.
I like that too. Mike?
Thanks.
Mike
Way to go,
agrees.
Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Now,
All right.
do you think these kids in this cabin right here,
Yeah.
do you think they're virgins right now?
Well,
Do you think they've done
are
this
you
before?
asking if I think that 34-year-old young man is a virgin? You know, in real life, could be.
Not in real life, the characters in the movie.
Sure.
Like, are these kids
that's a good
in
question.
1958, is this the first time they're boning down?
We just watched, our executive producer T and I just watched all of the Scream movies. And in one of the newer ones, I believe it's the Jack Quaid remix, there's a character who is like looks like a tremendous whore, a Hot Topic honey, but like she talks about how the whole thing is like she's not going to have sex with the boyfriend until they're married. And that's kind of like a trope I kind of feel like I remember, or even if it felt new, it's like nobody's buying that. You know, although there are kids in high school who don't have sex till after high school, like me.
Yeah, not by choice all the time.
Look at this dude apologizing his ass off.
Oh, let me tuck my dick in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't hard at all. Do you think that bloody stomach is just from him like being so nervous? I like to think that like nobody even fucked with him. He's just like he got his period from being so nervous.
I'm gonna get you.
Now, the whole thing in this movie is that it is Jason. So the way that they show that is by the first-person viewpoint, the entire movie. Have you ever seen Dark Passage, the Humphrey Bogart movie?
No.
There's a movie where the entire, like, here we see the Friday the 13th title card.
Ooh.
And this isn't the 3D one? Wow, nice with the glass breaking.
Breaks the glass like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yo, it looks like the Life of Brian titles.
It
you
does.
know?
Yeah.
What was I just saying? Oh, fuck, what was I just saying? Dark Passageway, or Dark Passage, Dark Pathway, or something like that. Humphrey Bogart, the entire, like, reverse engineered plot line of this movie was because, Tom Savini, makeup and effects, your boy. The entire plot of this movie was contingent upon them shooting from first person for the first, like, 20 minutes of this movie. It was about a convict who, like, was either got out of jail or escaped from jail, and you're seeing from his eyes. And then he goes and gets facial reconstructive surgery.
Whoa.
And then it's him in bandages, and then only from when he's in bandages looking like the Invisible Man, only then do we see in third person.
Because you never really see his face.
Because that is a way that they get to see. Unlike Clive Owen or whatever in the Sin City.
Friday the 13th, the present.
That's now, dude. And that's just Bath, New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's me walking
That's
down
why
the
it
street.
looks that way. Yeah. So movies that do that, it already like that's such a cop out in any way. And like even if no movie has been able to execute character getting facial reconstructive surgery, because that harkens back. That's from such a time where like that was needed. Like that story could only be interesting when like technologically we were limited to like, well, anything's possible. Now that some things have been shown to be so like close to real looking that like you have to either like really hit it or stay nowhere near it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of those where like Looper did that, where it's like, no, I promise it's this guy.
Oh yeah.
Through prosthetic. And even that was kind of like a harkening back to an old school vibe of like, we're gonna use prosthetics, not this like de-aging that now was used post. Looper tried doing prosthetics and people were like, no. And then Disney and Scorsese started doing the de-aging.
Yeah.
And now it's like, but even then it's like, we all know who they are in real life.
Yeah, we do.
And we, don't try to use any techniques like that. It worked better back in the day when it was all practical. Now we just sound like boomers. But it worked all better when it was practical.
These kids nowadays.
Muppets are better than Clone Wars. It is what it is. Look at this ubiquitous guy sweeping this candy shop.
I think I've been to this candy shop. They're just like, what the fuck are you doing here? Camp Blood.
Camp Blood, dude. That's what I'm calling my apartment now.
Nice.
Yo, this chick is timeless.
Now, is this like a diner or just a convenience
Right.
store
It's
gas
got
station?
comic
It's
books.
got everything.
It's got a jar of Carnation instant milk. Yo, yeah, that's, I mean,
whatever
that's,
you could want.
that's
is
not
in
like a
that fucking
soda
place.
shop or, what do you call it? Like a soda parlor or anything.
Yeah, I guess.
It was like a diner, but it had no food.
It was interesting. They were sitting at the counter, too.
Yes, Ralph, here we go. Crazy Ralph, dude.
You're doomed.
Yo,
Doomed.
Crazy Ralph is like several people I see on Littleton Main Street most days.
Yep. Only Ralph probably has a home.
He looks like he looks exactly like a thin version of the guy who stands in front of Jax Jr. and just waves at traffic.
Oh, my God.
You know exactly who I'm talking about, doesn't he? Look at his face, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, some of the best posture I've ever seen.
Hey, you can ride a bike.
Yeah,
Got a boy.
Crazy Ralph. Look at how sick he rides that old shitty
Ripping
wagon,
down
dude.
that hill. Yeah, dude.
Crazy that he hasn't been swindled into using the oil company's rigs. Okay, okay, yeah, real crazy. How progressive he is. That's just like Ed Begley Sr. Like, he just like rides that bike and it like then he takes a battery out of it and makes toast with it.
Well, that's just good thinking.
God, every vehicle in this movie is so much cooler than anything that we see throughout the day.
I agree.
Same can be said about her hair. All right, let's play another game of 14 or 40.
Oh, my God.
Our first contestant, Plaid Shirt Lady.
They all look old back then. They
It's
all
crazy.
look old. They all look
It's
like
crazy.
moms.
It's the Cronenberg effect. You know, before 1999, when you could still have like regular ass people in movies, shitty teeth and like fat white short men.
Yeah, regular people.
Over 50, regular people. Every white guy is over 50 and fat.
I think so.
Yeah, including us. Some of the best
Oh, not
acting.
you too.
You sound like one of those crazy guys. No,
I'd like,
it's-
you know what I'd like to see? I'd like
Yeah.
to see what happened at Camp Crystal Lake. See, like right there, they're like 1962.
yeah, all these dates, all this
like
information.
what happened between now
And
and then?
and how about like she went into that store, magazine candy diner,
right?
and everybody turned their heads and was like, "Oh, basically, what was that look? Oh, new person we don't recognize."
Yeah, who the fuck
And then
is
it was
this?
like, and then what is the vibe? Oh, do they know about them? So everybody wakes up all day thinking about these murders, and then like, look, this is the North Country, right? We've had, off the top of my head, 2 insane murders
yeah,
that I can think of, that like people around here talk about semi-regularly.
like in the last decade.
But like, dude, I mean, in the past 25 years, 2 insane things. I don't know. Carl Draga, look him up. We'll probably do an episode on him once I finally read that fucking book, but it's legitimately scary. Carl Draga went on like a fucking rampage out in Colebrook, New Hampshire.
Oh yeah,
And then don't look it up because we'll do an episode and you just listen to that, pump those numbers. And then the other one is the cop that got shot up on Sunset Hill in Sugar Hill.
yeah, it's wild.
So by like a dude who, you know, had beef with this cop, some small town shit. So, you know, these are two insane things that happened that, you know, insane shit happened back where I'm from on the Cape, but like nobody knew those people.
well, there was also
know?
like a straight up execution style murder.
That's that Sugar Hill one.
No,
Well, that was
it
that was a straight up execution style murder, and was
Okay.
the Carl Drago. What one are you talking
I
about?
thought there was another one that happened in Littleton. That there was just like a drug.
Oh no, dude, you're
bust
thinking
thing
about
going
me
on.
absolutely straight up killing the goddamn game at the bar
No.
on Main Street every day.
No,
I
that's-
wish I had the soundboard on. I'm so pissed I stripped myself of that.
Well, Hey, Kevin Bacon.
Oh, dude, bringing it home.
Here we
The
go.
bacon. Here we go to hell.
Couple of eggs, little bacon.
You know, Paul Rust and Matt Gorley talk about like the first 20 minutes of every horror movie and like the coziness to be found there within. And there really is something to be said. And I think that maybe we should do like, I'd love a project where maybe we try and take like several of these movies or just like try and make a whole season out of like stitching together the beginning of some of these things. You know what I mean? Like take a franchise and take the first 20 minutes or just re-edit each one. Take the killer completely out.
Interesting.
You know, make them like Euphoria dramas.
Ew.
I mean, that'd be super easy. You just make the screen purple and pink and swirl it around and then just be, you know, playhouse music and just instigate that everybody's on drugs. Look at this. Is that fish? Is that a shirtless fish? Disc golf references, people.
You got to think about the people who
The
like
clothes.
the people who reopened this camp. They obviously were told about this crazy murder. They're like, "Well, it's been a while, so who cares?"
Been a while. Yeah.
But then like that then again, why are the people in town still obsessed about it?
Well, look, they're all young, right? All these people are straight young, and this is kind of like the thing that happens. The old guard is like, we don't fuck with that. It's not worth the energy. Young people are always the ones who, you know, necessity is the mother of invention. They got the energy. They don't know enough about like wasting that
Yeah,
energy.
they don't
and
believe
time.
in curses.
They don't believe in that shit. They don't have enough experience to know how bad shit could go. For example, everybody in town was probably around when that monkey boy went crazy last time.
Oh yeah.
And so they know, you know, this shirtless wonder over here, this guy that looks like me if I actually was awesome, you know, he don't fucking know. God, that guy looks great. I would have thought this guy looked so whack when I was a kid, and now I just want to be him so much.
Oh, he's a champion.
What a fucking gaylord. And by that, I mean a god that I'm gay for.
It was a
dude.
better time.
Looks like Jude Law's dad. That wave, dude. That neckerchief.
Yeah, it's these normal people like we were talking about.
What's the point of a neckerchief? Is
Oh.
it to collect sweat?
Oh, for sure, my
Okay.
man. My neck sweats.
I know that, but I've never seen you in a neckerchief. It's something to consider.
Well, yeah.
Let me get you a neckerchief for Christmas.
Well, I just wipe it and put it back in my pocket.
A
don't-
ghost
I don't-
pooper, a ghost wiper. All right.
Yeah, you know.
I've never seen him do it.
I take care of business.
I mean, I've never seen anybody take a shit, but you know what I'm saying. This guy cannot stop touching this, just whatever he can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to keep my balance.
He's not
here.
even leaning.
Thinnest of glasses.
Top round, bottom can't decide.
You know, it's
I'm talking about his glasses, not him.
You want to immediately age 20 years, grow a mustache.
You know what's funny? I thought that was going to be the case when I started ripping one last year. This year, really. This year was the year I pulled it off the most. I mean, I feel like, and maybe it's just because I looked good elsewhere, but like I felt like I looked like younger.
Nope.
Yeah.
You look 50 years old.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm growing out the beard and it's all working.
Yeah.
It's all gonna work.
You're good now.
The executive producer told me to do it, and she's right about most
It's a
things.
bold
so.
move to just rock a stash
Yeah,
nowadays.
but that's the thing. Summertime. Well, I mean, not nowadays. Nowadays, it's pretty regular. That's amazing. Thin suspenders, red 3/4 inch suspenders on white painter's pants with no paint on them. Unbelievable work that I will be copying the next VB show.
It's a working man's attire.
And look how high up the pants are. It'll go around my spare tire. This is fucking
man.
sick.
Pants could not get higher.
This is fucking sick. Yeah. No, the stash is a statement, and like people have said, you know, if you ironically wear a mustache, you're still wearing a mustache, so you have to know that you are ultimately a guy. Nobody knows who you are if they don't know who you are and they see with a mustache, you are just a guy with a mustache.
Yeah, you gotta have
So you gotta
the
have
face
other
for
things.
it.
Now here's the thing with the current, like doing cool shit with the hair. Thank you, T. You know, keeping myself real thin. Thank you, T. All these things working with the mustache. It can't be like the only thing. You can't have like It's a fine line with the like fashion statement. Should you choose to round out your look, seasonally, altogether, most people go one avenue, right? Purple hair, pink hair, blue hair, and they don't give a fuck about the rest. Now, here, don't get me wrong. Do what you want with your body. It's your decision, okay? I'm not here. We're not here to talk about people's bodies. Now, that being said, okay? If you start going down a lane of like, oh, I'm really going to start thinking about what I'm putting out there, then God damn it, go all the way. And don't just pick one thing and be like, I'm done now, all right? That is fucking insane. Now, this is what I'm talking about. He's got the Indian feather in the hair. It's very racist, okay? You got to go all out. Fringe everything. I mean, talk about a guy who's 50. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
This dude belongs in the Dutch Street. How are you guys doing out there? You enjoying this movie? Do you have popcorn? Or are you a total psycho and you're just like listening to us talk about it, which is possible. I've done that with watch-alongs. Just hope there's not that many pauses, but you're here with us, and I'm getting banged up, so there's not going to be too many pauses, so don't worry about it. I would love it. The rest of this movie is just her getting to the lake while everybody gets killed.
I mean, it would be good for her. She'd probably just get, it'd be funny if like she just didn't come back into the movie because she just got kidnapped by a hitchhiker.
Sick movie is they don't show the driver. Jason's the driver. He tells her, she tells him how to get back to the lake that he's been trying to get back to. And finally gets back. Thanks. Kills her. Gets out of the car. Movie ends. And like it's implied that everybody dies. That's an artistic approach that I'm fucking down with. Let's write this movie. Nobody else write it. Nobody else take it. Take it.
Jason's journey home. It'd be like a Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound for death.
Like who lives there?
Dude, we should make that movie. There should be like, it's alluded to. It's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's a pressure cooker where it's just a hangout movie that there's this undertone the whole time of this like thing that happened or is happening. And then it turns out at the end of the movie, not only is it like in the background, it's the thing that's happening. You've driven a serial killer to your friend's house.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
That movie definitely already exists somewhere. I don't know. I've never watched it. You know what I mean?
Probably. But
like all of my fucking ideas except for this podcast.
That's never stopped horror movies before, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's a good call. We just got to figure out the franchise it's most like and sell it to them as a spec.
Yep.
Can I say something about the music in this?
Yeah.
It sucks. I mean, Psycho.
Yeah, obviously.
Psycho ripoff. Oh, I wanted to look up the guy who did the music because he had a sick name, Fergenberger or something. Harry Fergenberger.
Harry Ferberger.
Harry Ferberger.
I mean, yeah. It's interesting that I don't know. I always put myself in these movies and I'm just like, get the fuck out of there, pussy.
I mean, that's what the new Haunted Mansion movie, from what little I saw of it, they really nailed that Eddie Murphy bit up top. That Eddie Murphy comedian or delirious, whichever way you chose to take it in. That bit about the Amityville horror. Black people do this, white people do this. Black people would go into Amityville horror, hear him go, get out. Be like, too bad we can't stay. Yeah. And Rosario Dawson basically just like beat for beat does that in the new one, which is perfect.
Yeah.
He's like, this is our new home now. Nah. And just leaves.
Yeah.
And that's the bit. Everybody just leave. Like this bitch
with
her weird gray, not fake neck
yeah.
that she was bleeding from.
Still gross.
Yo, that chick spent the last like half day of her life hitchhiking. That sucks.
Yeah. And then
I think about that all the time. Like the 4 hours leading up to like an accidental death, the shit that you like waste your time doing.
Yeah.
Sitting around the house waiting to leave and then you get hit like leaving the driveway of your house. That sucks shit.
I'd rather that than have my throat slit after.
I was just thinking about choking, and that's kind of the same thing but from the inside, huh? Look at Bacon's hair. That sucks too. This movie sucks, dude. Why do we do this? It's because of the day, and it's because we're doing it for you people, and we're givers. Man, lake docks, huh? The best.
The best,
dude.
You could die from.
And something like that would feel like a mile long as a kid, even if you were just fucking like a staff member, 18 or whatever. There'd be like the different like zones, the regions of like hierarchy. You know what I mean? You don't go on the like far right unless you're a staff member. You know what I mean? That would definitely be a thing. Losers hang out in the middle because they want all the attention.
Losers hang out in the middle.
And then like the senior staff are the only ones who get to sit on the corners because obviously that's where people want to hang out the most.
Yeah.
The inside areas, nobody wants to sit in there because there's the rumor that everybody's peeing in there, even though it's all the pond.
Oh, yeah, everybody's peeing in the pond.
Dude, it's a jungle.
Because you mean
nice
of all their
run.
pubes?
Yeah, dude, I'm talking about because of this gazelle run from Bacon. Oh, belly flopped.
Terrible.
Wasted the take.
It's funny when actors can't do simple things.
Like not look like shit.
like a dive.
Yeah.
Fuck canoes.
I thought you were going to say Canadians.
Canoes are fucking terrible.
Canoes are fucking terrible.
Never been in a canoe that didn't tip over.
And
it might be my
fault.
fault.
In one that doesn't tip, well, it's definitely your fault. Even if it doesn't tip over, it always feels like you're like on borrowed time. Like you shift to instinctually like land style. Yeah. And like the thing like takes in a big gulp of water. And
I got no balance.
What the fuck are we doing here? Oh, the art of being at one with. Shut the fuck up. Get an engine.
Get an engine. Get a sail.
Get an engine or a
bigger
fucking
boat.
Yeah, dude. Get something that can be dragged too, so that I can have fun.
Looks like they're causing themselves enough drama.
They can barely exist without dying.
Like, did that dude literally just like have a cramp or something?
Look, I know we're not trying to do like the spoiler thing, but it'd be really funny if like this woman was actually just trying to like look out for them, and it's like Tucker and Dale. They're just like falling over themselves, dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that last girl got her throat cut, but it was a big, great fake neck anyway. That thing was getting juiced somehow.
Fucking fuck snakes.
Is this like a mid-2000s like you're calling somebody that? Listen up, fuck snakes. Just take a swear and a regular word and put them together. Listen up, dick torpedo.
Yeah.
Listen up, shitwad. We got to start bringing that back on the pod proper.
Just start calling each other weird names.
Mike?
Or machetes.
Mike just called me what did he call me? Mike, who is here, who just said it, and I know what he said, definitely just called me a cunt burger. Fuck, did we use burger? Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike, for fucking being here to absolutely slam me on the pod.
You just dumped that on her. Oh, my God.
Broke the bed. Wow, great.
Oh, man, if this is how they deal with a snake, I hope some sort of a crazy murderer doesn't come.
There's a snake in there, and this is how they handle it.
That's a real snake.
That's really fucked up.
That was a real snake.
That was a real snake that they killed for sure.
Almost for sure.
Hey, here's something. I don't like that.
Hey, back in the day, they didn't care about snakes.
I
don't care about snakes. I agree with it. Kill all the snakes.
Here's the thing. I'd rather do it in real life than see it on a screen is the thing. And I'm not going to do it. I don't even own a machete. I have guns, okay?
I have several machetes, and I'll kill all the snakes with them.
Guns, and I will kill several people named Scorpion with them.
Well, now that that's done, let's go walk down the path.
Yo, imagine being the guy who's like gonna handle that machete and then being like, oh, I can't wait for them to call action. Or is it a guy who's like loves snakes so much he's like, I brought in a snake who's got stage 4 terminal cancer and we're actually helping him. We're putting this snake out of its dumb misery. He did look a little peaked. You know what? That's the narrative we're going with. Snake had it coming.
Snake.
This,
They
it was,
had
if
it
anything,
coming.
they were doing him a favor. All
Yeah.
right. It was a birthing snake, and they were just pumped a few fucking 100 snakes out of it. Handmaid's Tale style or whatever. Haven't seen it. Yo, what's the guy from Jurassic Park doing here? Sam, whatever his name is.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. What's Sam Neill doing dressed as a cop in this movie?
He's asking the kids if they smoking any grass.
Oh, dude, look at that kid dressed in the fucking feathered hat with no shirt on. Yeah, he's sober. And by kid, I mean 50-year-old.
Told you to sit on it.
I mean, the guy in the Indian Chief rig out, Rick's brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because 50. You kids are really...
This cop's name is Dorf.
Fuck, I should have known this for last week's episode.
My God.
I'm so fucking
Hey,
mad.
it's
We can
Officer
bring it back.
Dorf.
We could bring it back. I could bring it back just for this one. Bonus. Does he have just tighty whities on with a shirt wrapped around it?
I hope so.
This ain't Twin Peaks. I ain't gonna stand for no weird shit out here. These are the woods of New Jersey. I will straight up kill you and plant drugs on you as soon as look at you.
Gabagool. Oh,
What
Whoa.
on earth, dude? So bitch the way that he turned the bike around.
Dude. He wanted to rip out of there like a fucking cool dude.
Here's the thing. He still thought that he did because of the control that he maintained. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Stuck it. Ah, man. If these kids actually knew how to ride bikes, they'd know how hard that is to fucking do.
Those teenagers were definitely impressed.
And with a flannel on under all this cop gear, it's not as easy as it looks. Ralph, get out of the pantry.
Hey, maybe he is.
Classic crazy guy wandered into our pantry on our campground claiming to be a messenger of God.
You know,
This really is Franconia.
they really should just ask him. Be like, oh, why do you think that, Ralph?
For real. Here's the thing. If it was a movie now, these kids like double back ironically and then unironically would sit him down and be like, because of their desensitized TikTok nature, they would be like, what's your deal? What is this guy's deal? Maybe we could, and they'd, it'd be to laugh at him, but ultimately like gain his knowledge.
Oh, such woke society, they probably sit him down and be like, is there any way we could help you
He's
get
mentally
help?
unstable, and then then they would immediately get killed exactly the way that they'd be so worried about him
Yeah.
and his well-being. Is like, hey, he's riding a bike with the best posture you've ever seen, and also he snuck into your house without you knowing. He's doing fine. He's getting all the things he needs done.
He's got legitimate skills.
His job consists of like running around town on this rickety bike that he controls better than the cop with a motor, and telling everybody he's basically Paul Revere, and just telling people, the British-looking kid from the lake is coming.
Man, that guy, Ralph's got the life.
Ralph's chilling, dude. Ralph's retirement gig is absolutely chill as hell.
Can we get a Ralph movie?
King Ralph. A
Oh my
King Ralph
God.
reboot, but about Crazy Ralph from the first few Friday the 13th movies. I believe he's in like the first like 3 or 4 or 6 or some bullshit.
Oh, he is recurring.
Yeah. I think, yeah. How many of these fucking things are there? This is
Too fucking many.
There's 8 in these. This goes up to the Manhattan one. I've never seen Jason Goes to Hell.
That one's all right.
I'm going to check it out.
But it's still not. This is literally the worst franchise. Like, the Jasons are just the corniest.
Yeah, I have, yeah. Well, just as far as like slashers, the straightforwardness of this one, a guy romps a campground. The next one closest to that, I mean, at least Freddy's got like the imagination thing going on. But then like, as far as killers killing for a reason, slasher style, like Michael Myers, like...
Well, this is a
There-
ripoff
there's,
of
like-
Halloween.
He's got the Nepo baby thing going on or whatever. It's like the whole generational whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like...
Beaver.
It's all incel shit. Freddy Krueger's like, you wouldn't let me touch kids anymore. You burned me in a boiler room.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna mess up kids older than the ones I'd like to hang out with. And then it's like, fucking Michael Myers like, I watched my sister's boobs flap around one time. That's gross to me.
Yeah.
I hate it, so I'll kill everybody but her or whatever. I don't know. And then
There's
these
always a
movies are
reason.
just like, yeah, I mean, everybody made fun of me and then had sex with each other, and now I'll kill everybody while they're having sex with each other. It's all incel shit. And then people wonder why, like, everything happened for the past 50 years. I mean, this guy might as well be, like, the killer. The guy not getting laid in this awful jersey.
And he really
short
wants to get laid, too.
He's the guy advertising the most consistently how horny he is.
Hello?
Hello? What do you have that raincoat on for?
Are you down to fuck?
Hello? Do you have a hole? Can I moisten your hole?
You got sweet beers?
Excuse me, do you have a hole and perhaps some yabs? Hello? I'm here for the hole.
I have a sweet boner.
Excuse me, my boner's here for the hole. Huh? Now this is the content. Okay. No, not popular Jason Voorhees movies. All of them. Okay, in order. Friday the 13th. Part 2, Part 3. The final chapter. 5 is A New Beginning. Now that's the one about the girl, right?
I don't fucking know.
That's the one about the girl where they switch it up and they try to, like, reinvent it. And it's about... they go Nepo baby or whatever up until then, and then they, you know, the new beginning is that the girl's like
Jason's
mystical.
a girl, and it's all about
She's
how
got telekinetic powers, and she fights Jason with those. And the next one, they try to bring it back, I think, with Jason Lives.
I thought you were going to say Jason's trans in that one.
Topical. Well, in this one, Jason's trans. So nice try, fuckface.
Fuck.
Because it's a lady. So, also, we support the trans community. Especially if you donate to this show. There's a lot of dudes following us dressing like dudes. You know what I mean? That's really some drag. You know?
It's all
just throwing that out there. And then it's part 7. What is this? The New Blood? Yeah. There's the New Beginning. Then there's Jason Lives. Then there's the New Blood. New Beginning, New Blood. Come say, come sa. Then it's Jason Takes Manhattan. Ugh. Then it's Jason Goes to Hell. Then it's Jason X. Then it's Freddy vs. Jason. And then it's the reboot in 2009, which I didn't see, which I bet is actually obviously shitty, but not the worst thing ever.
No, I've seen it. It wasn't bad.
That, right around then, because then after that was the new Nightmare on Elm Street with, what's his name? Johnny Ratzenberger.
Johnny Ratzenberger.
Who's the guy? Nick Nolte. Who's the fucking guy? What's his name? Jennifer Carpenter Lee. What's his fucking name? Kevin Corrigan Bateman.
No.
What's his fucking name, dude?
It's like Kelly.
Jefferson Jackson Jeff.
It's like a lady name.
No, it's a 3 name. It's like, fuck, David Lee Roth. It's fucking something. I got one more. It's Vic Morrow. It's Michael Vic Morrow.
Oh my God.
By the way, Michael Vic Morrow. Go look up Michael Vic Morrow and see if there's anything, because that's pretty good. Michael Vic Morrow is the guy who was arrested for dogfighting and then was sentenced to death by having his head cut off by a helicopter while filming a Twilight Zone movie.
Oh
yes,
my God.
Let's go, dude.
That's legit.
I'm good at this. All right. Kevin Bacon making out with a lady with no pants on.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Jackie Earl Haley, dude. I was close.
He played Kelly in the original.
Now, who's the guy who shot
Bad News Bears?
John Lennon. Look him up.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I can't think of these names right now.
Look him up.
The 3 namers.
Mark David Chapman.
Yep.
Wanted to guess that whole time. Would have been funny.
You proud of yourself?
I actually am, because without not getting that, wouldn't have come up with Michael Vick Morrow, which I am legitimately very pumped about.
Hey, William H. Macy.
P-Bear, if you didn't hear the Michael Vick Morrow comment, I can't wait to text you about it. Actually, I'm going to text him right now. I'm going to text the thread and see what they say. Have you seen the Twilight Zone movie?
Of course. How do you play strip Monopoly? I guess if you land on a property, you lose some clothes. Is that how it goes? Oh,
Say it again?
She just explained it.
Say it again? Strip poker?
Strip Monopoly.
Strip Monopoly? Yeah, I'll explain how you do it. You throw that thing in the fire and you do something else. That's Strip Monopoly. We stripped this building of the game Monopoly. That's Strip Monopoly.
Oh,
we did it?
no.
How about this? We throw the game in the fire and we all have sex with each other. Kevin Bacon gets it.
He's getting it.
Here, that's the T-shirt that's going to come from this. Kevin Bacon gets it. The front is him having sex. The back is him getting killed.
Oh,
Kevin Bacon gets it, right?
from all angles.
From all angles. Kevin Bacon gets it. And on the back, from all angles.
Yeah.
That's the T-shirt. Mike? Thank you, Mike.
That's Kevin Bacon butt right there. Give it a squaz.
Kevin Bacon. B-A-E.
No, I
space
get.
can.
Yeah.
Like his butt.
Oh, we got a glimpse of titty.
What? Missed it.
I never miss a titty.
I'm 10 out of 10. I've never missed a titty.
Ooh, dead dude right above them, dude. He never even got to use his boner.
Dude, you're not a teenager unless you've had sex in a room with a dead guy.
Actually, that's not true. We don't know that. We didn't see him die. He totally could have used his boner before he got his throat
this
slit.
motherfucker is definitely a guy who could be like faking it and then just like, got you, saw a titty, I never miss a titty.
Yeah.
And he just like wipes the line of red from his neck and then eats it and he's just like, I never miss a titty. Scrump, and then jumps out the window.
Yeah, that's my man.
That's the fucking guy.
That's my guy.
Styles. Oh, you mean Styles from Teen Wolf?
I listened to you guys bang the whole time. I'm out.
Yeah. I was here for the dick. Scrump. Dong.
I came too.
Yep.
Just pieces out the door.
Oh, bacon.
No hair on the chest, Bacon.
Chest bacon.
I shaved my chest once.
How'd that go?
Oh, it looked like a fat baby.
Yeah, it's not great. You gotta actually be ripped.
And it felt horrible. Like my shirt, my shirt was touching my chest and stuff.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm a hairy dude.
If you shave your shoulders, it's one thing, right? Like that curves you off real nice, whatever. Your arms, upper arms, that's cool.
Like I'm so hairy that you could actually shave it into like a design. So like, and I've done it. So.
Which we should do. What we should do is do that and then dye it, like black.
Yes, just do a Superman's cutout and do it yellow and blue.
Ooh, actually, no Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
What we should do: hot dogs on our chest,
Yeah,
dye
no,
in pink.
I'll do that. I don't even care.
That's actually pretty good. Or we just like, for a summer event, we just carve the word staff into our back and hair and then dye it. We actually should totally fucking do
amazing.
that.
Like what happens in a game like a game of strip poker, strip
I don't know.
Monopoly?
I've never. Oh,
But like, and like you're eventually completely naked. Do you just lose? You're out, or does it like get
I
worse?
think
It's like
that-
now blowjobs.
right.
Like,
I think at one, it's a game of quitters, right? Because everybody at some point just starts fucking.
I guess I don't know.
It has to be
I've-
because. And here's the other thing: if it's not, and it's more about the game,
here we go.
Then keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah.
So good,
right through
dude.
that sweet, sweet real neck. This
That
is
neck
the fakest
is
neck.
real, dude.
That last neck was completely real compared to that neck.
Dude, it's like a Mike Ehrmantraut level difference in neck tone to face.
Truly.
Like it
looked like molded clay.
Go look at that fucking guy, Mike Ehrmantraut, and the guy who played him in like any episode of Better Call Saul, and like just obviously they go makeup down to like the neck usually, but there's sometimes, man, when you can catch in that show. I mean, obviously, like an old white guy just has so many like capillaries in his face.
Oh yeah,
busted.
his face is so red. Compared
How
to his neck.
show some of those in movies, like we're saying about these movies, where like they don't even put any of these pudgy fucking rain-coated old guys in like any makeup, seemingly. It's like wrinkles and all.
Oh yeah,
Roll
well they're
into
just
the
like, well,
shot.
you look like shit, and that's kind of what we're going for.
That's kind of what we're going for. You might as well be this bathroom stall.
Yeah, rub some shit on it. You're good.
But yeah, it's like the difference in neck tone is crazy. Obviously, not ever anticipating a digitized version of this, but
this chick definitely is just taking a dump.
I also just wish I could, I do not wish to live back then, but I do wish for the that whole I wish I could have seen it for the first time. I wish to not have. I wish to when I watch movies like this, and I do try to contextualize movies when I watch them by looking up the year and like who's in them for this, because it does help. It's less academic, but so that you can be surprised by I really wish I could, in my mind, every movie I watch, wipe all knowledge of other technologies and achievements in movies, really storytelling, and just be in it.
You know what I do? I literally tell myself that everybody, unless it's mentioned specifically, that everybody in movies doesn't watch movies. And that's why none of them understand.
That's fucking so good, dude. That's so good.
Like, I'm watching a movie because movies don't really exist in their universe or whatever.
Well, that's why Scream, the new Screams, I've talked about, every other Scream movie is good, starting with the first one being good and then toggling. But their whole thing is commenting on movies. So not only are there movies in that, but they comment on movies. They comment on closed circuit television that's happening in real time, but with a delay. It's they're so hyper aware. And
well, that was Randy's whole thing.
Yeah, that was the whole how they pulled a death off in that movie by acknowledging that. So I don't know. It's there are ways to do it, and also in that same franchise, there's ways they couldn't do it. But man, when it's right, it's right. Some of those fucking movies are so good. Jack Quaid one's good. I'm calling it.
Call it.
Calling
it.
You're
allowed to.
The chick from fucking what's it called? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Speaking of, the crazy chick from the end is in it, and obviously got this role from just that 5-minute part that she got.
Oh, for sure.
And I was justified in that theory by the end of that Scream movie being exactly the same as the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, including her part. They just made it 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which ruled.
It's just gonna get it.
X gonna give it to you. What?
Oh, man.
In the face. That is so sick, dude. Imagine seeing that theater.
Yeah. I mean, this is just so strange because
chick is dressed like a My Buddy doll.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take it off. You look awful.
Where the whores?
You got a side pony on one side and the same amount of hair on the other, not in a thing. Okay.
Oh, no. I guess I have to take my blouse off.
That's the game, idiot. Take your bowl haircut off. Take your waitress haircut off. I mean, all these women look old.
Dude, but back in the day,
everybody did.
Everybody
These
was
women are
thin. What the fuck?
Well, they had real food to eat.
Yeah, it's true.
What are you talking about?
And all the cocaine your heart could desire.
Well, this was 1980, so it was like just starting to pop the fuck off. Fuck yeah, dude.
Look at this mess. It is a diner. Maybe that's not the same place.
No, this is a different place, dude. We haven't even seen the interior shot. It's exterior diner, raining. See?
Yeah, it's a different place.
So clearly just one diner.
This is the diner. That was the shop.
Speaking of drag, the dude playing the waitress is awesome.
Oh, yeah. She actually reminds me of the lady who played the diner lady in Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, that's because they're both Nathan Lane.
Oh, my God. I really liked that joke.
He was smoking. He couldn't get it out, but he liked it.
And this guy's like running the camp, and he's just here having dinner.
This guy's
coffee.
22 years old. He's about to fuck this ancient old Nathan Lane character. What time do you get off? Oh, Gordon's Fisherman.
Trust.
This bitch is looking to get it, dude. All good. All good. We support it.
But it's nice when you
Sex positive
when
here.
you ever just like drop in someplace and you're a stranger and somebody's like extra nice to you. That's always nice.
I try to be that person at the bar.
Yeah, you know,
and I often am because
be
there are
the
mad
example
people from out of town.
you want to see.
Yeah. Oh, I've had people straight up tell me, "Hey, we're staying across the street. We've been here for 2 nights. You're the I've had people say this, dude. You're the first restaurant we've been to restaurants around here. You're the first person who's been nice to us."
Oof. That doesn't say much for our community up here.
Well, that it has nothing to do with community. It has to do with the restaurant industry.
Oh, right,
and
right.
the level of work.
So they're
happening.
talking specifically in restaurants.
They're talking specifically restaurants.
Well, that's good then.
Places that they've eaten in the past few days. But
Yikes.
no, everybody's so on edge post COVID.
No one wears pants in this movie.
Dude, even Fish, who's got pants on, it just doesn't look like he's wearing pants.
Dude, I want to put a side-by-side picture on Instagram with that guy.
Well, we
next to
definitely are going
Fish.
to do it. That's how we're going to announce this for sure. That's how we got to put it on tonight when we throw it online. If you would be so kind as to
Photoshop that shit.
Photoshop that shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty iconic shot here. You got the green raincoat. In a movie that could be way more brown than it is, you know what I mean? They're using color in a really good way.
Yeah.
The pop of the pink towel, it's really nice.
I think back then...
Now we're realizing why that side pony matters, but go ahead.
Yeah, back then raincoats only came in, I think, 3 colors, so...
Yes. Well, they had 4 colors, right? There was raincoat, and then they just come out with, like, red, green, and, like, blue.
Yes, yeah.
So
I was going to say blue, obviously.
Obviously. I'm a fucking idiot.
Don't be ridiculous.
I just play one when I sit on the TV.
Just know your 1970s raincoats, people.
Know your coats. The Joshes. The London Fogs. From Josh to Pete's. Know your coats.
Know your coats.
That is a joke for like 4 people. 3 of whom don't listen to this podcast.
It's okay.
And 1 of whom is just you.
It's all right. There's the iconic.
There it is. We heard it once a little bit, but that's a full blast.
Shit. Cock.
Hey, what do you think of the new chick? She's cock.
They're saying shit, cock, right?
Oh.
Cock.
Hey, Hey, we're trying to finish this drywall job. What do we need? She's cock. More sheets of drywall and cock. Yes. Thanks. What time are you trying to get out of there tomorrow? 3. Clock.
You know, I would love to see a horror movie where everybody does the right thing.
Me too, Craig. I'd like that horror movie to be the one we're currently living in. Point Mac.
Oh God! No, stop.
Max rules. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Like it still doesn't work out. It's still a horror movie, but at least they make the right decisions.
Oh, dude, if like a horror movie that it's clearly a horror movie in that like a person gets killed, right? But then like the next person that goes to gets killed just like jukes and then kills the guy. Movie's over. And then, goes and tells the group of people that assuredly would get run through. And then that's the movie. And they live their lives like post-trauma and have to go to like therapy, and that's the very boring show that we'll watch. That's the movie where everybody does the right thing, the horror movie where everybody does the right thing. It's horror in that we know it's horror because somebody gets killed and that it was going to be a serial
And then
situation.
the rest of it's just drama.
But then the rest of it is like the next guy does the right thing by killing the person rightfully, justifiably. And then like the rest of the movie is everybody doing the right thing by handling it emotionally.
Yeah, you just have to deal with the rest of your life
and
after.
not be boring about it because it's entertaining. So good luck, Greta Gerwig or whoever the fuck takes that on.
Yeah, good luck.
Whatever hot priest is in the second season of that show.
No, now that I've turned off all the lights, I'm going to read a book.
Now that I've eluded death, I'm going to read in the wrong direction of where the light is. She's dumb. What about a horror movie with all old people?
They just came out with one like that.
80 for Brady?
No, it's like about a retirement home.
For real?
Yeah.
I'm looking this up. Fuck you, dude. I came up with it.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, where are you living? Like, you should have cleaned up this camp a little more. Just reading by candlelight.
Yeah, also it's 1980, not 1880.
Yeah.
It's called Old People?
I don't believe it's called Old People. I don't know what it's called. But it's literally about, like, someone who goes to an old person's home as like a caretaker, and like the people that are there are like fucking weird and fucked up.
The Manor, 2021.
It could be.
A 70-year-old dementia patient doesn't like her new digs at the nursing home.
No.
All right, we're going to Reddit. All right, so somebody asks, any horror movie set in a nursing home? First answer, Bubba Hotep. Good answer.
Good answer.
The Manor, The Taking of Deborah Logan, Relic, Dr. Sleep, that's on the docket. Old People keeps coming up. Skeleton Key. Exorcist 3, Craig? Were you thinking of Exorcist 3? Were you thinking of one episode of the X-Files?
No.
Next of Kin, 1982?
No.
What is Next of Kin?
It could be Old People.
It's Australian horror film. Australian. Imagine how bad that is, just practicing on dingoes.
It's definitely Old People.
Dude, you poo-pooed me so fast.
Dude, you didn't even tell me what it's about. I was like, it might be. I don't know. Residents of a retirement home break free and embark on a killing spree during a violent thunderstorm. Yes.
The first review that comes up is a 1-star. It says, I love a horror movie, but this movie has nothing to add to the genre. The premise is based on outdated fears of aging and encouraging the notion. All right, guy. Hey, being woke has never been part of horror, okay? So, and I'm not even that guy who is the woke mind virus. But what are we fucking doing here? It's about boobs and murder, What are we doing, dude?
The genre.
Okay?
Some of the best horror movies are complete trash.
All horror movies are complete trash. The point is about like horrible shit happening. That's not like well thought out. You know what I mean? The best it gets is like our movie where people deal with the fallout and you get cerebral. You know, it's not cerebral. Every movie that's labeled cerebral on Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah.
And I know I sound a whole lot like I think I'm better than everybody, and it's mostly just because I do, dude. Okay? No, I will never make anything better than literally anybody else other than this show, which is another one of those raincoats.
Hell yeah.
But no, okay? Other people aren't doing anything that's any better or of more substance because my brain is way better than most people's brains, and also Craig's is. And you put them together, and it's this show, which is way better than this movie, and that's why we're talking over it. This movie's definitely more quality than our show. But that being said, we're getting more killing done. Okay.
Ooh.
I woke up with the head of an axe in my bed.
I love how all the fake blood was almost like orange in old horror movies. Maybe it was like a film thing, like how it like just.
No, that's only like black and white, where it's like we have to use like black just to get it to show up. You're saying because of like aging or the way that like works?
No,
with
just
the camera?
how the color comes through on film.
No, I think it's like straight up just like awful product they used. I think it, back in the day it was like, well, it costs $20,000 if you want the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we'll mix like they inadvertently made the mayo ketchup combo first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, it needs to be viscous but the right color.
They just strained out some spaghetti.
Yeah, they're the first person. Yeah, they made like they used ragu and like cut it with water.
Oh, dude, don't waste a nice ragu.
They definitely hit craft stores. It's like the Evil Dead effect. They just used what was available. This is the first one. Look, we're not actually talking about this movie and how it was made or anything. It's a commentary episode. But I know nothing about, this one was. So Halloween was 1978. I know that. So that's like the first slasher, right? Because this is 1980.
Yes.
And then when is Elm Street? Like 82?
Somewhere around there.
Something like that. Maybe 85 even. Nightmare on Elm Street.
83?
84. Okay, so we were right there.
Nice.
So they knew slashers were a thing and that Halloween was out. When did Halloween 2 come out? What's your guess?
Right after Halloween 1, like next year.
Yeah. Well, no, 81.
Oh shit.
So there hadn't even been a sequel to that. So that movie comes out, Halloween comes out 78, establishes a serial killer slasher movie of some sort, and then this movie comes out. Was there like something in between those? Because the main slashers are the Three Boys.
Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw. When did that come out? That I think is the same time, right? Or earlier. You talked about that recently. That's earlier. That's like
70s.
Early 70s, 74 or something like that.
Nah, not that early. I'd say it's around Star Wars time.
74.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that one's a deep mamma jamma.
So between that and Halloween, and then this movie comes out.
Which is crazy
I'm trying to
because
force that. I'm not trying to say that that's like how it happened. I'm just like curious if you can think of any like other instances. For example, exactly like you just said, Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre kicks so much ass. So much better than this movie.
Okay. Peeping Tom, Psycho, we're getting real like obvious and like infantile with our cinema history here, but like it's good to talk about this stuff.
Peeping Tom was what, 1960?
60, same as Psycho.
And those are the first, slasher films, supposedly?
The first psychological horror films, it says. Critics site.
Hitchcock.
The genre hit its peak between 78 and 84, exactly the years we were just going through.
What?
78 to 84, exactly when we were just going through. So that covers from Halloween to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Is when it says it hits its stride. And what they're trying to tell us is that none of the sequels are as good as those movies. This movie we're watching is trash.
Yeah.
This movie's bad. These people are getting killed, but I can't even remember any of them.
No, I don't want to say they deserve it, but good God. Like, they're really not doing much to. And the whole twist of this movie, spoiler alert, we all know it's Jason Voorhees, he's his mom. And as we, she's an old lady.
Yeah. It's like a lunch lady killing everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your bit.
No, it's fine, but seriously. It's like what person in this camp couldn't destroy this lady?
But this is what I'm saying with the like we just see with Fish getting killed right there. It's like it's all contingent upon the first person view with the camera. They use this hokey way.
I mean, she surprises a couple people. They're like, "Oh, I can't see the light."
Well, that's the whole thing. Is like, what are you doing here? It's like if it was Jason, they'd be freaking out way fucking more.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Exactly.
"What are you doing here?" Not like they'd be like, "What the fuck? Oh my God, it's you!" Not like, "Hey, don't you need more than your blue sweater out here at night?"
Dude, part 2 is way better.
Should we just watch part 2 after this and do an episode?
I mean, we should probably just do a bunch of these throughout the holiday season.
I'm honestly down to do another one after this, but not of a Jason. We could wait for T to get back tonight and do a Nightmare on Elm Street. An audible yes from Mike D.
The D is down.
And the Mike D, and the D stands for let's do this.
Man. You just think about with the time and no phones and all that stuff, and this is the most obvious time where any of this could have actually happened. Someone you could just literally be a hitchhiker and be like, all right, well, I see a camp, and just decide to go kill everybody there and then just walk away and no one would ever know.
Somebody recently said that over 50% of murders still people get away with them.
Yeah.
Still.
Well,
so imagine imagine any time before. Let's just go back to DNA, right? So this is probably around DNA time, right? 1980. Because it was 80 to 85 DNA was popping.
Primitive 90s is when it really popped off.
But for real, 90% of people got away with murder back in the day. You had to be an actual obvious idiot to get caught back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You
had to do it in front of a crowd of people.
It's not just we found fibers bullshit.
It's like Richard Ramirez.
Or hey, we found your wallet in her apartment next to her body.
You told this guy.
Stop telling people you did it at the bar.
Seriously, you're bragging about it. This guy came and told us, so you're arrested.
And by the way, this guy came and told us, and we barely followed up on it.
Yeah.
We asked you, and we put our badge in our pocket, and you told us.
Yeah.
We bought you a beer, and you told us.
A beer.
Paul Rudd.
Dude does a couple.
That shot when he's looking down. Paul Rudd.
Timeless.
Yeah, crazy. What we're saying is go kill people, get away with it, but not us.
But that's okay. So that's my whole thing. If I was at a cabin at night like this in this time, obviously I'm far more aware of things nowadays, and I do watch horror movies. But still, how are you not spooked a little bit, especially when there's only 5 of you, and for some reason everybody's just totally cool with. I guess everybody else is off fucking and I'm here alone.
I don't know. Look, here's the deal, man.
Where the fuck did everyone go?
Here's the deal, dude. Carry a gun wherever you go. I don't know what to tell you. It's 2023. We live in northern New Hampshire. You get to carry a gun, so just carry a gun. And you know what's going to be eliminated most of your fears?
Just
I'm here to tell you.
Just
hey,
assume
you
everyone has a
sketched
gun.
out by anything, you have a gun on you, it's less scary, okay? Because it's not like you're going to start blasting. It's so that you can run, and if the thing chases you, then you have the gun.
Right, right.
That's what it's for, people, okay?
This is my
First
fault.
of all, you'll never know if I have a gun on me. I always do. But, like, it's for running away better. It's not for... I'm not Danny DeVito and fucking... So I start blasting. No, dude, you'll never know I have a gun on me. I always do. But, like... You know, I don't cross a state border.
They're for Jasons and Michael Myers.
It's for the Jasons, people, not people I know named Jason. Most of the Jasons I know are very nice. I can't think of a shitty Jason I know.
No.
And I'm pretty sure it's because of the stigma that they've had since the 80s.
Yeah.
But what was I just going to say about... What tear were you just on?
I was just gonna say that you should just always assume everyone has a gun. Like
That's
if you're about to be a dick
correct.
if you're about to be a dick to someone, be like, well, would I be a dick to this person if they had a gun?
I would say,
and then just be like, nah.
If you are somebody who doesn't want to carry a gun, don't carry a gun. Not everybody needs to carry a gun. But if you're somebody who like it lives in fear and shit, and like you're wondering how to solve it, carry a gun.
Yeah, just assume everyone has a gun.
But the idea is like, you know, that thought of assuming everybody has a gun naturally comes into your head when you start carrying a gun around. And like that is kind of the beautiful breakdown of the evolution nature, you know, man versus man thing that comes along with like the good part of like everybody's checking themselves, the like human law checking itself, you know, where, you know, cops aren't going to get there in time or whatever. It isn't about that. But like that is a real thing. And, you know, not everybody needs to live in that headspace. But if you are, you know, like we're talking about the instance of somebody out in a cabin in the woods where like you're lighting a gas lantern and you're like, you've got nothing to do but sit and think about the shit that is out there in the woods because people have been dying. So like if you don't have a gun, that sucks. And that's the world these people are living in. Now, here's the deal. They don't have to be because they could have brought a gun is the thing about that, dude. Hey, Fish, you got those fucking big ponchos for that fucking rain you were prepared for. You were bringing ladies out into the woods. Bring a gun, too. Not for the ladies, but for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, obviously there's
and they shouldn't know you have it either. That's the fucking thing.
There's weapons around because they keep getting murdered by them all.
I bought a gun last week. My lady didn't know if I had actually bought it. Until 2 days ago, if not yesterday. And it's not because I needed to keep it from her, but it's because it's not supposed to be a thing you brag about and, hey, look at me.
Yeah, literally.
It's for running away better.
It's the thing you say. It's not a toy. It's the thing.
Awesome, dude. Pegged up on the thing by the
Hell
arrows.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so that I can get her to run away, giving her a head start before I run away and give a distraction. You know what I mean? And then maybe hold somebody off for a little longer with the gun.
That dude on the door, like how his face was all prosthetic, made him look like a young Cole Hauser.
And honestly, similar acting prowess. A wooden door effect, you know what I mean?
Nailing that hanging guy on the door.
Dead-eyed wooden door swinging around type of effect. Cole Hauser is basically got a dead guy swinging around dead door kind of effect is what I'm saying.
You know, if I ever buy a house, I'm going...
And you will, Craig, and I want that for you. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I'm definitely going to put, like, steel... like brackets on the sides of my walls so I can just like put a wooden beam in front of my door.
Oh yeah, like an old Viking. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want real locks. I just
want battering beam.
I just want a giant piece of wood that's literally can't be moved. And
no, you know what? It needs to be. It's not even the beam, right? It needs to be just like a board, like in a cartoon.
Exactly.
No, you know what you need? No, here's what we do for you.
Like
Let me do this for you.
4x6.
No, here's what we do for you, okay? I install runner boards on either side of your doors, okay? Like a dart board, right? And the idea being you have 3 of these planks of boards, right? Let's say they're like 6 foot long and they are like 2x10s. Okay, so they're fatty boards, and they're like 6 feet long, and there's a hammer and nails next to the inside of the door, and it's like the Hateful Eight, where every time you come inside, if you want to lock the door, you have to put 2 boards up and then and nail them up high, and then one up high, one down low, and then one board going across them both.
Yeah, like a barn
cartoon.
door.
You have to run in and hastily do it as if somebody's behind you.
Yeah.
And that's how you protect your wife and Pickles and Sammy every night.
It'll be great.
And all of your stuff, of course, your DVDs and your
My
menagerie of
belt.
turtle stuff, your championship belt, all of your rad fucking music gear.
Thank you.
That's how you got to. And I think, honestly, that would be like a great way of getting. And think about this. Whether you have a good day or bad day, imagine just it's like the thing that we're lacking when how we can't hang up the phone by slamming it on somebody anymore.
That's true.
This is how you get that back. You can you've had a bad day, put that board up. Fuck you. I'm done with you today. Fuck it. Or if you've had a good day and you're like, yeah, baby, it's my time now. And you're just and you put on some good music. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, whoa.
Boarding
and
myself
you're
boarding
yourself
apartment.
and you're just it's me and my lady. And we are having the night tonight. And that's it.
Not going to get me, Kappa, see?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
What was the one we were saying earlier? Oh, yeah, I ain't going to miss that titty tonight. And that's that.
Never miss a titty.
I ain't going to miss the titty. Haven't done it before. Haven't done yet. And that's that.
See, man, every horror movie I see, I'm like, what would I do in that situation, obviously?
Here's the thing. This is probably the closest to what I would do, is just kind of slowly collapse and be like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Well, that's the thing. I'd thrive immediately. I'd be like, all right, this is the time.
I did laundry earlier, and I've done laundry at this place for the past, since I've had this place, let's say once a week for 52 weeks. So I've done it 52 times, let's say, right? I've done laundry 50 times in the past year at this place, maybe more.
Yeah.
I still somehow was fumbling with the dryer balls and splitting up the laundry. And I was just thinking about this woman watching me probably thought I was drunk doing laundry. So no, I'm not going to immediately spring up and then just go in the right direction. I'm going to be the door. No, he's probably under the chair. No, grab post the hide under the bed. No, up the step. No, out the no.
Oh my God.
You better believe I'm just going to be awful for a little while.
I feel bad. Oh, are you?
Oh, Mrs. Voorhees, you certainly don't look like scary cheese.
Oh,
face.
what a nice soft sweater.
Scary face.
I feel bad for the serial killer who tries to get me in a situation like this, man. Oh, man.
I mean, dude, imagine a serial killer rolling up on one of these people, and the person just looks them in their eyes. Their face doesn't change, except their eyes get a little more intense, and the guy's shirt just rips off of his body and floats to the ground, and Jason just turns around and is like, oh hell no. That's what Craig in one of these situations would be like, because he'd flex it out of this situation very quickly.
You're very right.
Quickly.
Especially this old ass bitch. I smacked the shit out of
There's
her.
always the guys who stand up to the bad guy and get owned immediately, and it's funny. First thing that comes to mind is the guy that gets his head literally punched off of the roof in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
But Craig would be the exception. I firmly believe that you would you'd be like, really? And he'd just be like, sorry, and just leave the cabin.
So, yeah. The guys,
And Craig be like,
I got this.
Craig be like, let me heat up my fucking beans in peace.
I mean, it depends on who it was. I literally have plans for, Jason or Michael Myers or even Freddy, dude. You want to fuck with me, dude? I will create something magical to destroy you with.
I mean,
I worked here preparing meals. I was the cook.
This movie, when it first came out, knowing not that it was about, that mask comes into the third movie.
Oh yeah,
in 3D.
Yep.
In the very overly brightly lit third movie, and so at this point, this movie is just about, in the way that like Child's Play, I keep doing that. Child's Play is just about like the idea, and the second one too, the idea of like this Chucky doll is only half of the idea.
Yeah.
The idea of not knowing whether this kid is the one doing all of this bad shit to the adults, because the adults, everybody around him just thinks that not Danny, I keep thinking Danny because of The Shining, Andy. Everybody thinks, like, the idea is Andy killing all these people?
Yeah.
That's the movie.
It really is.
But everybody retrospectively has this retcon view that, like, no, it's just about Chucky killing people. No, the first couple of movies are about, like, framing a kid for doing it.
Yeah, it's wild.
That they're in the same way with this movie. It's like, yeah, this first movie's about, like, making you think it's like a urban legend movie about a kid killing people, but it's actually the mom.
Yeah.
Well, and that's fucking good. That is sick as fuck. But then it actually becomes about the hokey, like, every other movie after that is hokey, to the point where the third one, they bring it back, and then it's a hockey mask movie.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, well, we just go with the hockey mask
Dude,
now.
the burlap sack was
sucks.
way scarier. The burlap sack from part 2.
Right.
So scary.
So scary. Did we just
Pitchfork.
watch the second one? Did we just watch the second one? I'm down. I'm down to watch the second one right fucking now.
It is the best one.
Let's just watch it. I don't have to get tea until 9:30. We could do a double header.
Oh, man.
Yo, this is hilarious. All of them coming out at once. She set up like reverse Home Alone booby traps where she kills people and then sets them up real demonstratively.
She goes, here, I'll scare her this way.
Yeah, I'll scare her with it. I'll tear off her arm and beat her to death with it.
Here's the thing. Hey, lady, if you were a cook at the camp, like, where were you?
Well, that's kind of the whole thing.
Did you hear your son die? Because if not, why didn't you run out there and help someone?
Nobody brought up this point better than Marshall Mathers himself. Where were
I'm
you?
sorry, Mama.
Where were you? No, it was about I forget which song. I just went down a little K-hole the other day. One of those songs when it was like, where were you when your daughter's putting her makeup on?
Oh, shit.
You know? It ain't about me influencing your kids. Where are you at when your kid's doing some crazy shit?
Yeah, where are the parents?
Where are the parents?
So it's all about the parents.
The UFBros, and especially Mike, is here to say, where are the parents?
Where are the parents at?
Mike's very concerned with where kids' parents are at.
He's always been concerned about.
He's like, yo, are their parents around?
Yeah.
He's always concerned about that. Mike?
Even when he'd go to his friends, house, he'd be like, are your parents going to be
there?
there?
Hey, are your parents going to show up anytime soon?
We're irresponsible children.
Right, Mike?
Yeah. Did great.
Thanks, Mike. Did great.
Smash this old lady to pieces. See, she has a gun. There's a gun there.
Yo, what the fuck? So whack how, like, ineffective they make guns seem. You know what I mean? Where are the goddamn bullets? Come on, dude. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The bullets, hey, by the way, should be. Craig, you want to take this one?
Next to the gun.
In the gun.
Oh,
okay?
Well, yeah.
Put the bullets in the gun.
Also, you could hit somebody with a rifle and it would really hurt.
Yeah, especially with the bullets. You could hit them with the rifle from the bullets. I could hit you with this gun. I'm not gonna. I do like that I did just get a gun recently, and the first thing that both Craig and Mike D said is, man, you could hit somebody in the face with this thing real well. Like,
yeah, you
strike
could.
them in the face.
It's heavy.
Something they don't tell people. Guns are heavy.
Oh, just slapping the shit out of her.
This is so funny, dude. This is the least scary movie of all time.
It's like, kill her, mommy, kill her. So you just slap the shit out of her.
This is really one that I should have shown T.
Oh, right in the vagina. Oh, man.
We watched, for the listeners, our executive producer T and I started going down the Chucky hole, and we got to the end of the second one. Had a real visceral bad reaction. She did not like that.
There's some...
did not like the goopy, gory,
yeah,
the bloods in the plastic.
the meltedness.
The melty, goopy.
It's yucky. Remember watching that when I was a kid. It fucked me up.
Yeah.
Fuck my shit up.
Goopy shit. No brains. Paul Ross told a story on his podcast, and I realized they use it in the first episode of Love, where he in the show, it's a woman in the shitty apartment complex that they live in, but like in real life, it was somebody they knew in an apartment complex, whatever. Woman died in the bathtub, didn't get found for weeks, and was found and described as mush.
Oh yeah. Nice soup.
Yeah, just like
Is it soup? Yeah.
Like hanging out long enough to be like naturally like no baked into a lasagna.
Oh,
just layers of things
delicious.
with sauce.
So good.
Man, I would fuck up a lasagna.
Horror movies ever just make you hungry?
Hey, you ever watched Hereditary and thought, I could eat?
Yeah.
Man, I would sever my head on a side road for a fucking ham steak right now. I would sever my little sister's head on a side road for a cheesesteak sandwich right now.
Hey,
Steakums, anyone?
Don't be driving stoned, bro.
Yeah.
That movie was disturbing.
I watched it the first time thanks to some of your Wi-Fi last November, the first week I moved in here.
Nice.
And talking about your little spooky, like, being spooked. I was in here. I had no furniture. I had my airbed. I was, like, painting. And we're in the studio, by the way. Not just an apartment. We're in the other part. But, yeah, I mean, spooked. Barely heat, right? Because there's like no furniture. It just like felt unfurnished and like extra cold.
Chilly, dude.
Still trying to figure out the heaters. Just like felt like survival shit. Kind of felt like this. Had a gun. Was not worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay? Had a Ruger 45 ACP. Was not concerned. Okay? Had the keys and a gun. So locked the door, cocked the gun. Got it?
Ghosts, though, man. You can't shoot a ghost.
You can't shoot a ghost. Craig. That's good. Second t-shirt. You can't shoot a ghost. No, it's going to be, what was the first one? What was the first t-shirt?
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon
gets
it
from all angles.
Man, Kevin Bacon gets it. And then on the back, from all angles. And on the sleeve, but you can't shoot a ghost. And on the other side is a gun. We're going to keep this. We're going to make this t-shirt.
Yeah.
Same year as Here's Johnny.
Yeah?
Yep. 1980.
Man, this movie is just a rip.
Oh, sucks at machetes. Sucks.
How many times do you not like?
Look, I'm not usually this guy. Okay? But two women fighting should be a little more coordinated.
What'd you get, a little boner or something?
That's the problem, dude. Look, it's the woman's right.
I got a little
woman's
chubby.
right to chop whatever,
Yeah.
but I'm not hard right now, and that's a problem.
That's a problem. Dude,
We're not, and these are jokes, people. These are jokes.
And this is
joking.
this is just where it starts, like
with the non-boners.
well, the make sure they're dead kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's knocked her down unconscious twice now.
And another spot where Scream really nails the like make sure they're dead thing.
Yeah. Well, that was the first real meta.
Yeah.
Movie.
First
dude.
meta franchise, notably, as far as like, successful franchise to do a meta thing correctly, or at least well enough.
Yeah.
Again, they toggled. The second one sucks. Third Scream movie, I watched it like twice, once when it came out and then again to rewatch it, and was just like, okay, I think it's just too contemporary and it doesn't feel like the other ones, even though it was like 3 years after. You're back, bitch. I can see it in the reflection, even though there's no way I'd be able to. How about a serial killer who wears a sweater but really just wants to hug people and make them itchy? And it's just like,
Hope you're not
Nana's
allergic.
here.
Yeah, Nana's here.
She just like makes you sleepy with her molasses cookies, and you wake up spooning her, and then you get a rash.
Hope you're not allergic to wool.
I hope you're not allergic to my love. See you next year.
Give Grandma
A big kiss.
mother's milk.
No, dude, I don't like that, and you know it. The bit's over. I'm so mad.
Mother's milk.
You made a lady cry, and that's bad. Beheaded, dude. Where is my head? These hands.
Yeah.
Oh no, my head is gone
Blast
from my
it
body.
From thine body.
Yeah, blast this head done attached none from my body.
Oh, that's all it took? Huh. This machete's pretty powerful.
I mean the waitress's mom, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Always Sunny waitress. Fucking, dude. That head popped right the
Goes
fuck
out and it's Charlie comes out of the fucking water.
That's a meme if I've ever seen one.
Fuck off. Wrap this shit up so we can do the next one.
Charlie. They're all whores, Charlie.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying times? I hate the egg.
Like she's dead. Why would you go out into the canoe? I feel like everything after the head chop was a mistake.
Yo, this chick's twisted. She's trying to make herself pee while she's asleep. Hand in the water. That's fucked, man. She's like, if I do it to myself, maybe I'll pee.
It's like McGee wanting to be creamed.
McGee's been asking for it for quite a while.
This uplifting music is
Yeah, well, the cops are here,
incredible.
so now we know things are okay.
Police
Yo, I love
here
thinking about, like,
now.
the guy comes up out of the water. They just start firing wildly at the whole situation. Jesus Christ!
Fucking kill it!
He's like, I'm white. I'm white.
Oh my god. Hey, stupid!
Hey, you dumb bitch. That's so funny. Hey, you there. Dummy.
Dumbass in the canoe!
You there, Brad.
I'm the cop from earlier.
If you're out there, who's in the kitchen? All right.
Guess you should have put out
Oh,
earlier.
shit. Kowalik's in this. All right. A guy who'll never know our show, you know. Wow.
And that's the big what the fuck
Wow.
moment.
And that was the beginning of Rob Schneider's career and the end of Chris Kattan's.
And it was all a dream.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. What kind of fucking hospital is this? Roll over, dear. Roll over.
Roll over, dear.
We're going to put you to sleep now.
Now back to Shutter Island.
I like the idea of somebody getting paged to surgery like they're not already there.
Yeah.
Dr. Ross, you're wanted in surgery. Are you drunk? You had a 4:30, bud.
Put down the nurses and the
Yeah.
alcohol.
Hey, wash your hands and get the fuck back here.
Sure are.
Oh, hell yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, you better hope. Otherwise, they're going to be fucked for life. Yeah, no, the kid with the arrow through his neck lived. Psych.
Psych.
You dumb broad. We should have left you out in the lake where we found you.
There was semen everywhere.
You feel good being alive? You wish that for them? Why don't you go back to sleep? Roll over.
Roll over.
What are you just telling her to roll over? He's like, can I fucking go now, dude? I told her the thing.
Man, we didn't find any bowl.
Ma'am, how come the inside of your eyelids are as blue as your eyes? What's up? No makeup there.
He's still there. Jason,
Schmeg Ryan.
what a good little boy.
Well, just a beautiful shot of this lake.
I hope a disgusting monster doesn't pop out.
For real, dude. It's New Jersey, so surely they won't.
Jersey. The Pine Barrens. Where you going?
Some sort of an interior designer. Wow. Well, we did it. Thank you
Starring
to Betsy
Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees. Adrian King as
We don't got to do this.
Alice.
It's fine. Thank you for listening. Yeah, Kevin Bacon really got it.
Just thanks for watching this show or this movie with us.
I mean, and if you were like at work or like, I don't know, hitchhiking and just happened to listen to it, I mean, yeah, sure, there were some pauses there, but I feel like we kept it pretty consistent. Thank you for listening. We're gonna do another one right now, right?
I gotta eat dinner.
Damn it. All right. Well, we'll come back and we'll do another one soon. Who knows what it'll be. So, find us on Craig. What are our things? They already know what they are.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Have a
Thanks,
good
guys.
spooky Halloween season. We'll be back with another Halloween movie before the season's out. And then we'll roll right into the holiday movies.
Oh, shit.
We should absolutely do Christmas movies.
Absolutely.
And we'll get Mike D back for that one as well. Right? Mike D, you got anything? All right, Mike D, everybody. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Max.
All right. Go fuck yourself in the woods, everybody. Goodbye.
Leave.
Bye, 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 bye. Spooky.